let's get into our week 6 picks here. So, listen, we got to start off, obviously, as we always do, with a Thursday night game. This is going to be an exciting one for Eagles fans. Eagles at the Giants. Yeah, I'd love to give you some kind of optimism here. Giants are 7.5-point underdogs. The over-under is 41.5. Yeah. Guys, I am as negative as it can be, and I think I'm going to go with that negativity. Eagles to win, Eagles to cover, under on the points. I really think we're going to get absolutely destroyed like you would not believe. Like this is going to be like a beatdown that we're going to remember for a long time. I really feel that in my heart of hearts. We have no receivers.
Yeah,
Stack the box, double Wan'Dale Robinson, and you got the whole offense covered.
So we have to expect, Theo Johnson to step in a little bigger. You have to expect Belly to come in. And listen, when we won the first game against the Chargers with a tough defense, it wasn't Malik Neighbors that was getting a whole bunch of catches there. That's a game where he got hurt. So I don't think we win. That being said, I do think we keep it a little closer and we cover the spread. I don't think they over because we're just going to go back and forth. And yeah, it's too low of a spread. If it was up to 45, then maybe I'll juice it down. But yeah, I'm going to go with the over.
We can't even cover the honey butter spread at the Texas Roadhouse Steakhouse. That's how it's not going to happen. Prepare, guys, for your worst nightmare of a game. Join us.
Yeah. Lose by a touchdown.
I might just bring a bottle of rum with me this time. Who knows? We'll find out. Call it a work.
So there's garage beers.
Yeah.
All right. So go.
Yeah. See? Chase says these primetime games in the NFL don't want blowouts. We'll see a shitload of flags if that's the case. No, because the Giants get blown out regularly on primetime.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people unsubscribe to Prime because of Thursday Night Football games because they gave them the absolute worst games of the week. So Chase over there saying, we don't want that anymore. Prime doesn't want it. Bezos says, take my money, throw some flags.
Here's what I want to know. What's the over-under on Richard Sherman talking shit about Russell Wilson during the game? Just saying, like the guy literally called him out last week. Like he played himself out of the Hall of Fame, and that was originally Tony Gonzalez said it, but he was like, "Yeah, he hasn't done a jack and shit since the Legion of Boom left him." Like it's like wow. Throw the guy under the bus while you're at it. Seriously, kaplunk.
Yeah. No F's given. Yeah. All right, well, up next, we're going over to London. You got the Jets hosted
Chip Chop
the Broncos. Have some crumpets and tea. Yeah, the Broncos are favored 7.5, even though it's an away game for them and not the Jets. And the over-under this game is at 43.5 points. Jets is the only winless team in the league right now. And you got the Broncos coming off an awesome win against what was a completely victorious team until the Broncos. Yeah. The Broncos came stopping it. So there's no doubt in my mind that Broncos are going to win this game. I would like to tell you the Jets are going to cover this game because he brought in this head coach who's supposed to be a great defensive guru. Well, guess what? He is absolutely terrible. And he's playing a lot better defense. The Broncos are going to cover the spread. And I'm taking the over in this game because as much as the Broncos defense has been playing well, the Jets just find some ways to put up some points, even in garbage time. Because look what happened last week. What was it? They were down 27-3 at one point. They came back and lost by a touchdown. So I would expect the over because by the third quarter, it's going to be over, and you're going to see Bo Nix out by the fourth quarter.
So because I have faith in the Denver defense is the only reason I would disagree with you on the over-under portion there. I'm going to put this as an under. But, yeah, this is just pure insanity. This game is going to be like one of the most lopsided games probably all week long. But I should have said there's a lot of games that I'm like, this is a weird matchup. So, we'll see. But that's Broncos should destroy the Jets. Uh, Next up, we got a game that I got to say I would not have circled this game early in the season. This is going to be probably one of the more interesting games at 1:00 here. The Seahawks at the Jaguars. Like, who would have thought that's the marquee matchup? But
Should be fun.
This is a decent matchup here, actually. I mean, the Seahawks have had a much more high-powered offense than people expected. The Jaguars are now one of the best defenses in the league. Really just beat the Chiefs in crazy form with freaking Trevor Lawrence falling down twice and then still somehow get into the end zone. Like I already had it penciled in for the Chiefs to win, and then I was like, oh goddamn, I got to change this.
Drew, did I tell you it's going to be a nail biter, but the Jags win?
Listen, I don't trust you on it is what it is. I trust
you. Don't trust me, but I'm winning.
I trust you on the over-unders. That's where you're whooping my butt this year.
Listen, I was wrong in the over-under. I was right on everything else.
I know, but I'm saying that's where you're killing me, honestly, is the over-unders this year. Because I'm actually beating you on the spread picks, and you're only one up on the straight-up picks. It's the freaking over-unders you're killing me on. So apparently I know nothing about over-unders. But the trifectas are a result of the over-unders.
I know, I'm saying. Well, it doubles the points. I'm saying you get all three right, you get an extra point. It helps.
I'm just saying that's so I just no longer trust myself with over-unders right now. He's got that covered, guys. I'll take the spread picks. He's got the over-unders with their powers combined.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you never would have thought of that as the marquee matchup. But yeah, I'm gonna say the Jaguars. There's just something about this team. Like they've gotten scrappy lately. I don't know. Like I don't have faith in Trevor Lawrence whatsoever. But there's just something about this team that's gotten a little scrappy, and I like a little scrappy in my teams. So Jaguars, I'm going to say to win. I'm going to say they cover because it's a 1.5 point spread. That's obviously not going to change anything really. And then with the over under list, I'm going to go with the over, even though it's a good defense here. It's just I just feel like the Seahawks will do just enough to make it just barely over. It's going to be close, but it'll be just barely over. I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're pretty much in agreement here because just like you nailed it before, I was saying last week that the Jaguars defense has been sneakily the top 5 defense in this league. You don't want to give Trevor Lawrence the credit where it's due, but after 5 weeks of football, he's now played the best 5 weeks of football in his career in the NFL. He's looking like college Maybelline Trevor Lawrence back in the day.
I say that's not saying that much though.
Well, he's putting up points and he's leading the team. Like that team's rallying behind him. He's also got a really good defensive line there. So it's allowing ETN to get in there.
I just thought of something. So we've been calling Trevor Lawrence the per plus version of Daniel Jones for years. Daniel Jones got better. So did Trevor Lawrence.
Dun, dun, dun.
Insanity.
But yeah, the Seahawks have been also another like a team that was underrated going into this year. But both these teams, like you would have figured them on the bottom half, below average, if you will, in the NFL in this year. If you were preseason, but they're both in the top 12.
I would not look to the schedule. Ooh, the Seahawks versus the Jaguars. This is going to be a good matchup. But no, this is. So
yeah. So because of that, I am taking the Jags win. I am taking the Jags cover because, like you said, 1.5 points is absolutely dog nothing. Yeah. And I'm taking the over because you're probably looking at like 52 if you're going to put that on your spread there. You're going to look at going back and forth quite a few times, especially at the end, just kind of like the Chiefs game. I thought that was going to be the under, but they had some fun at the end of the fourth quarter.
Now, Jay, I think Jay forgot. He said you have to say it with force, not like a question, or you look like you are stoned, Drew. No, I'm making fun of Liam Cohen when they hired him to be the head coach. That's what he did. He's like, Duval. Like that's what he did at the conference. It's supposed to be Duval. Duval! Like it's supposed to be like that. Like it's supposed to be like yelling it. Like I've been to the Jags Stadium before. It's actually a nice stadium. They have a swimming pool and everything. Like literally people
That's
can
amazing.
in the pool watching the game. But I'll tell you this: those pools make the ones on a cruise ship look massive. They're tiny pools. You got a ton of people shoved into them. So yeah, I
Nice.
get. Anyway, next up.
Now, up next, you got the Chargers going to Miami, staying with the Florida games. Yeah, the Chargers are favored 4.5 points in this game with the over at 44.5 points. What can I say? Good defense, banged up by the Chargers. You have a messed up offense that is either hit or miss this year with Miami. And then you got a banged up Chargers front, but Trevor Lawrence is, I'm sorry, not Trevor Lawrence. What you call it? Herbert over there.
You're the guy with nice hair.
Yeah, I couldn't think the guy. I just thought about the beautiful hair. Who's been playing pretty well. Yeah, top tier quarterback. He fell off the wagon the past 2 weeks. Once that offensive line's got a little messed up. They have some issues over with the running game, but I'm pretty sure they just fixed it up. So because of that, because I don't have faith in Miami's defense, I'm going to take the Chargers to win and cover this game. And this is a game I wouldn't be surprised if it goes into over, but I took the under because I feel like the lack of offenses is going to show up more than the defenses.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I want to root for Miami so bad in this, just as I want Darren Waller to also excel. Another guy who's excelling without the Giant system. By the way, we got to do this, and we might, who knows, we'll probably do it soon. Maybe we'll save it for the bye week, though. Doing a whole team of people that are succeeding that used to be Giants. Like, literally, if you think about it, Darren Waller, we were pissed at him. Like, oh, how dare he gave up on this team? You know, the more and more I think about it, Darren Waller was like, I didn't come here to be a fullback.
Yeah.
That's basically what he did. Let's be honest. Did anyone go, oh, good, we traded for Darren Waller. He can be our fullback.
No, he was supposed to be our number one receiver.
So, you know, the more and more I think about it, the more and more it goes to my list of issues with Brian Dable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still pissed the way he did it, but it is what it is. Anyway, back to the game itself. Listen, the Chargers, I just got to think they're going to get their crap together just enough to beat the Dolphins when it boils down to it. That's all it is, because they look bad 2 weeks in a row now. They've got issues all over their offensive line, but the Dolphins are the Dolphins. They've just been one of the teams that actually is ranked beneath us in most power rankings right now.
Yeah, just because they can't figure it out with a bad defense. And listen, McDaniels is also in the hot seat as well.
Yep, he'd be a great OC for us next year. Yeah, the Chargers, and I'm going to go under.
Yeah.
So next up, you got the game that I think most people would have thought would have been the game of the 1 o'clock, basically. The Rams at the Ravens. But the Ravens defense is pathetic. The quarterback situation, not good with Lamar Jackson being out. I suppose he's going to be out again from what I'm hearing. Though nothing's finalized, obviously, yet. So with that, I got to go Rams over. Just for those two reasons alone. I mean, let's be honest, the Rams probably pissed off and playing like they're pissed off because of what happened last week with the 49ers too.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I agree with you. The Rams offense is playing pretty darn good. The defense has been playing pretty great as well. Cooper Rush is not going to do anything for the Ravens. And look what happened when they played against a tough Texans defense last week. They got smoked when they put up 10 points on them. It's going to happen again. So I would argue that the Rams defense might be a little better. So I think it's going to be another blowout again. And I don't think Sean McVay is going to give the opportunity to the Ravens defense to put up turnovers. So he's going to run the ball a little bit more. So I'm with you. I'm just going to take the Ravens in this. I'm sorry. I'm going to take the Ravens to lose this.
You think Sean McVay and the Rams are going to run a lot?
That's what I'm saying. They're going to do a little run away.
I'm saying right here, Puka Nacua has like 300 yards receiving in this game. Like,
it doesn't matter. He still can, but they're going to also run the ball and burn the clock.
I just think that's going to happen. It's going to be like a freaking 31 to like 13 kind of game. I think it's going to go that ridiculous.
Something similar, but when you're up like 20-3 at the third quarter, you're not going to look to be throwing the ball.
No,
just saying.
You might just throw it anyway.
Just saying.
Yeah, I get you. We'll still see.
Up next, another game you thought would be kind of a dud, but it's kind of exciting, but not really. Could be. You get the Ravens. It's going to be dud.
You can't take on this
thing. Yeah. Listen, you got the Cardinals flying in Indianapolis to play Indiana Jones.
Da, 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 da.
The Colts are favored by 5.5 points in this game with the over-under at 47.5. What can I say? The Colts can be undefeated right now if it wasn't for a late turnover.
Yeah.
They've been playing lights out all year. And the Cardinals just find ways to lose games.
They're the Cardinals.
Yeah, they do the most Cardinals things all day. And DJ's literally left New York, found a new home, went over to Minnesota and found himself a new home. And he's been doing lights out over there. And he's doing like a little bit of DJ. He's going a little downhill, but I guess this Cardinals defense, they've played pretty good. I think he's gonna kick some ass. So I'm taking the Colts to win and cover this game. And I think it's gonna be the over. And it's not because I think the Cardinals are gonna put that many points on there. I don't think Indianapolis is gonna let off the gas.
So
they just dominate. That's what they do. They win by a lot of points. When they win, they just crush.
I have no faith in the Cardinals whatsoever. And it's a shame because I actually like their head coach. I think he's a good coach overall.
Yeah.
The problem is it's the Arizona Cardinals. Like nobody wants to play there because they know the ownership is cheap as hell. They're a classic F up kind of team. Like they have to make a dramatic change there to want people to actually want to play there. And not talking about great players that are ending their career like Emmitt Smith. I mean like legit people that want to play in their prime kind of people, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, getting a quarterback over the size of 5'5" would probably not hurt them either. But Colts over. Yeah, it's not going to be close. This is going to be a blowout. I'm feeling. So
yeah.
Speaking of blowouts,
heyo.
Cowboys at the Panthers. Like the return of Rico Dowdle to face the Cowboys here. Revenge game for him, I guess.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, I know that the Panthers every so often surprise people, but yeah, I don't see it. Listen, say what you want about Dak Prescott, and we talk a lot of trash about him because let's be honest, we don't like the Cowboys. We don't hide that. We're a Giants podcast. But Dak Prescott, with everything he's lost, this has probably been his most impressive season.
100%.
So I'll give him kudos. I will give him kudos and say that because he's there, they probably go ahead and win this game. Now, I fully expect him to revert to postseason Dak if they happen to get in the playoffs somehow, just for the record. But you got to give him his kudos right now. He's been just playing lights out, absolutely amazing. So, yeah, Cowboys to win. 3.5 point spread is not nearly enough in this game. Like this is a game that I would put so much money on. It's not even funny. And I'm going to say over on this because I think the Cowboys, you got over under 45 points. The Cowboys can put that up by themselves almost.
100%. I'm right there with you. Jay took the words out of my mouth. Dak is balling the F out. And listen, he's been playing some hero ball over there. CeeDee Lamb's out, and you got Pickens going there and stepping up and still put up 40 points a game. Like, they're impressive. They're really the one of the highest scoring teams in the league right now. And we talked about why would you give Dak $60 million a year? This is why you give Dak $60 million a year. As much as I don't want to say he's doing a great job, he's doing a great freaking job right now in control of this team and leading this team. Some people say he's the best he's doing since college. I'm not going to go that far, but and I agree with you. He's going to turn back to a pumpkin once he goes to the playoffs. If he goes to the playoffs, Dallas doesn't have a defense, but the Panthers are too inconsistent.
Yep.
And the defense looked to step up last week a little bit. I think it's going to be enough to rattle Bryce because He sits there like they go back and forth on that if they're going to play good on offense or not. And I don't think um, the Panthers defense is anywhere near good enough to stop Dak and his rampage right now.
Yeah,
So
no.
I agree with you. It's a blowout. Cowboys win. Cowboys cover and the over because they're just not going off the gas again.
So real quick, I'm going to pause this for a second here before we go to the next game because everybody's talking about Abdul Carter here real quick. As Jay Snow says, and Abdul Carter doesn't have a sack. Jay says, but pressure breaks pipe. Jay Snow. What was talking about? Anthony says Carter should have 2 sacks, but this is what happens when people hype him up for the next coming of LT, and he was forced to play out of position for 2 weeks. And Jay Snow says he wants LT's numbers, which we wanted LT's numbers. How high was he when he asked for it? Jason, is getting pressure, but it's just vanilla coverage, like Spencer Rattler said. They know where to go. So here's the problem with it. First off, rookie, you can't expect. We said that we've talked about this 10 times at least an episode. I felt like going into the season because I wanted to hammer it home, and hammer it home. Said news was going to happen.
Apparently, we had it.
So Abdul Carter has gotten so close so many times getting it. We had the intentional grounding call, which would have been a sack. We had one with the quarterback. You see that? He just sneezed himself off the screen. How the hell did that happen? And then on top of that, Abdul Carter also had one where was it against the Chargers where he tucked and went to run it right as Abdul Carter went to hit him, so it became a tackle instead of being a sack. So I mean, there's a couple of plays that he was like literally this close to being. You see the potential there. I'm not going to be down on the guy to see potential. That's what it boils down to. Like I don't think he's going to be, necessarily the second coming LT, but I didn't think it would be to begin with. I told you guys going into it, he actually made me nervous because of all the injuries and all he had. So, but you see the potential. You watch him play, you see the potential. He's got to see it. Potential is going to be, there in the end. And Jay, what you said here is not wrong either. He said he isn't a good tackle and isn't strong, but the other God-given shit he has. He fixes that and he's amazing. Yep. And Jace knows he's not even Micah Parsons. Exactly, but he shouldn't have been. No one should have ever compared him to Micah Parsons. That's the problem. That's not an Abdul Carter problem. That's an everybody else problem. And we should have bought into the hype. Same we should have bought into the hype of Jalen Hyatt and all the other guys. That's on us as fans. That's why I told you guys, don't think this is what's going to happen. All right. Let's get back to it here. So we lost Rob with his somehow sneeze that took him offline. I'm not sure quite how that works out. Patriots at the Saints here. Another game that should be a blowout. I thought we'd beat the Saints easily here, but I still don't have any faith in them whatsoever. The Patriots have actually looked pretty good last couple weeks here. So I'm going to say Patriots to win. Rob has the same. The Patriots are a 3.5-point favorite. They should win by at least a touchdown. As we get Rob back here. How do you sneeze yourself off of a podcast? How does that even happen?
I went to mute. I wasn't even paying attention where the mouse clicker was. I thought it was good.
I'm like, how the hell? The guy goes to sneeze and just disappears off the screen. Oh my god. Anyway, so you and I both have the Patriots with the spread at that point. You and I both have the under on the over-under at 45.5. I'm guessing, like me, you just don't expect the Saints to actually put up any points whatsoever, basically.
Pretty much. I think pretty much it. I think the Patriots found their team in Drake May, their quarterback Drake May. They're a little tougher.
I think they found the coach and Mike Vrabel. He just turned it around.
100%. 100%. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like, obviously, as you told everyone, I agree with you. So, let's get on to the next one real fast.
Okay, next up, let's go for it.
Let's talk about the nail biter of the Pittsburgh hosting Cleveland, where the Steelers are favored by 5.5 points in this divisional matchup with the over-under at the lowest of the week of 37.5 points. This is one of those games where it's divisional. These teams always play each other tough. but I still think the Steelers are going to cover this pretty handily. You got Aaron over there playing some hero ball with 2 weeks off. You have some turmoil on the offense for Cleveland, who's who over there? Who's the star
Well,
quarterback?
they got to
They just
start.
got rid. They do. They just got rid of Joe Flacco and you got Gerber over there, whatever his name is.
So
And
no,
you have,
Joe Flacco is now a Bengal.
yeah, you just got rid of Joe Flacco, which is I just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they got Gerber. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Gerbert.
There's turmoil. So you got what's his name? Gerbert.
Who? Gerbert.
What's the
Gabriel Gerbert.
Gabriel Gerbert? Whatever.
Totally different name. I'm like, what the hell is it?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Well, that's my point. Is
whatever.
You got this young guy over there. There's not that much film on him.
Gerber baby.
Like, Gerber babies. He's going to play like a baby. He's probably going to be smoked by the Steelers. But the Steelers are also playing a pretty tough defense. Probably one of the best in the league. But I'm still going to take Steelers win, Steelers cover. And with 37.5, that's begging you to take the over. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take the over this because I think it's going to be enough. I think it's going to low-scoring game. But I think once the Steelers get moving, they're not going to let off the gas.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback situation in the AFC North in general is insane right now. You got Aaron Rodgers, who's like 70 years old, playing quarterback still somehow. You got Joe Burrow out. They trade now for like we said for freaking Flacco. So Joe Flacco now is the Bengals. Dylan Gabriel now with the Browns, and the Ravens just the whole cluster right now. Like this, I've never seen such turmoil right now in the AFC North. Like this is usually one of those like steady, solid divisions where there's three really good teams and the Browns. But like, I'm being honest. I mean, this.
And the Browns were good for a couple of years here and there, but yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy there. But yeah, I mean, this game is insane. I don't see there's no chance in hell the Browns doing anything here. I really don't.
It's one of those divisional games that every time doesn't matter who it is, they always play each other tough. In this division, they always play each other tough. But I don't think it matters enough. Steelers dominate.
You know, yeah, they're gonna dominate. I think 100%. But I don't know. I like Gabriel. You know that. You know, I'm a big Gabriel guy. I actually liked him while coming out of this draft. I just don't. I just hate that he went to the Browns because now you got like a situation where a team that consistently fails on quarterbacks, and he went there. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna say Steelers win. Steelers cover even, and I got under on the points. I think this is going to be the lowest scoring game basically of the week.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong, but I just think it's tough to go the over.
I get it. I get it. And it's also a divisional matchup, so I can see where you could say the spread too as well. But yeah,
I would also listen at the end of the day. I would also say some of these games in this division, they can play each other 48-45, and sometimes it's only like 9-7.
Yeah, I could see that kind of game. I could. Let's go to the 4:00 games here. And thank God this game is the only 4:05 game because I know we're all going to want to watch the Titans at the Raiders. Oh my God!
Raiders.
I think the only way they make this entertaining is bring out Las Vegas showgirls and having them instead of cheerleaders in the sidelines.
You remember Mystery Science Theater at 5,000 or 3,000, whatever it was?
It was 3,000. Yes, I do very clearly.
5,000 was it 5,000? It was the movie.
3,000.
Yeah. Either way, they should bring those guys back for this. Be fantastic.
Yeah, this is going to be the worst game. And this is as a Giants fan again, the worst game. This is going to make the Giants versus the Saints look like a spectacular game.
Yeah.
Raiders to win because they are the better team. I don't trust them to do their thing though, so therefore I'm going to say the Titans will cover the 5.5 point spread. 41.5 is the over under. I will throw in the under on that one.
Yeah, we're in 100% compliance here. Agreement. I think Sneaky Pete at home gets a win. Granted, it's not really Vegas' a home field advantage for anyone because everyone from Vegas is from everywhere else. It's easy and cheap to travel to Vegas. But that being said, I don't think Tennessee's traveling over to Vegas to watch their terrible team. Although they did win last week.
Yeah,
like the Raiders.
But they shouldn't have. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Cardinals lost the game.
I think this is going to be one of the lowest scoring games of the week as well. I think the Raiders will win this game, but apparently I took the Tits to cover.
I saw that.
I don't take the under. As this is probably the lowest scoring.
Both of them, of course.
Yeah. Ayo. All right, 425. You got the Niners going into Tampa Bay to visit Drew, playing the Bucs as well. The Bucs are favored by 3 points in this game, with the over/under at 47.5 points. This should be a fun game to watch. Should be very exciting. I think it's going to be back and forth, nail biter right down to the end. But we were talking about before about how Dak was carrying the game. Dak's possibly MVP category. I think Baker right now is leading the way because he's literally taking this Bucs team, carrying them on his back. And listen, Drew's normally the homer about Tampa Bay.
I'm not a homer about Tampa Bay.
Oh, you are. Let's stop. Let's rewatch your tapes. You are. But anyway.
They are the second team for me at that point because I live here. I'm going to root for them because I have a lot of friends who are Bucs fans. But I root homer first and foremost. It's just it is what it is. But I got to root for the team that I know a lot of people that root for. It just is what it is.
Yeah. But I think the Bucs are going to win this game. They're going to cover this as well. And I think it's an over. I think it's going to be one of those exciting games. It's going to be a well-coached game, and it's going to come down to the last score.
Yeah, and that's safe to say with every single Bucs game. It's what they do. I don't think there's a single game that hasn't been, a nail biter kind of game here. So listen, I mean the Bucs will win. I think they're the better team of the two and it's only because of the injuries. I mean, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'll trust the Bucs to win. I think they'll cover the spread, but just barely. And then with that as well, I'll go with the over.
Nice.
Let's see here. Up. Jay says he wants to see you dance, Rob.
He said he would rather see me dance. And listen, you're talking about that game. I'm not going to dance for that game.
I would pay for Drew not to dance.
Coach used to tell me I had great hips.
These hips don't lie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You said hips like Shakira.
Shakira. All right. The other 425 game, the Bengals at the Packers. And listen, he did do it, so I stopped dancing. He says, please don't do that again. Oh my God. Listen, at least we can still have a little fun here, Jordan says, it's not the dancing, it's the faces you make while you dances that hurt the most. Oh, we're going to Rascal Flats here that hurts the most. Jesus, brutal. Oh my God. And yes, somehow a woman married me. It's craziness.
It's amazing.
It really is. So all Let's see. Bengals at the Packers. Anyway, this is gonna be an interesting game. I don't know what to expect really. The Bengals now with Joe Flacco. Like, how much of the offense can he have a grasp on with just a couple of days into the game? Yeah, it was named the starter immediately too. Like, it's absolute insanity. I gotta think the Packers get it done. It's a 14.5 point spread, guys. Ouch. Like, that's insanity. So I'm going to expect them to lose by like 10 points. I don't think that's too high a spread. Too high a spread. It's not like the Packers defense has looked amazing the last couple weeks here. Like, let's be honest. No offense to Packers fans out there. Sorry, Kelsey, but you know, it is what it is. They've had some turmoil here. So like I said, I think they're gonna still win. I don't think it's gonna be a contest at all. But yeah, like I said, I think Packers, I think Bengals cover. I got the over on the points as well because it's still gonna be like a 30 to 40 kind of matchup there. It's gonna be insane, probably.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much right there with you, but I'm not. Definitely taking over this game because you got the Packers have been on a bye. They have some long time to come over. You got Joe Flacco, who got named the starter. He's going to have to go out there and play pretty much street ball against a tough defense with a bad offensive line, with a good pass rush in Green Bay. Yeah, it didn't look that way against Dallas, but this is a team that really gets after the quarterback and really puts some pressure. And when you're 55, 70 years old, like Joe Flacco is, and you're playing in the NFL, and you got Parsons coming at you, what you gonna do? But probably throw a pick again right back.
Yeah,
I do think this is going to be a blowout. Although Flacco was a guy that beat last time he played the Green Bay, he beat them with the Browns, but not today. The Packers win. The Packers, I think, will cover this game. I just think it's going to be a bad showing because the Bengals defense might as well be the rare high school defense. It might as well be the RBR. Like, they'll probably play just as well.
I just want, is this how bad would it be if they go ahead and get Joe Flacco and literally he retires after one game? He's like, I'm done. I can't. I went for the Browns.
He might get sacked. He might get beat up this game pretty bad where he doesn't come back.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really bad. All right, next up.
Yeah. Oh, next you got Sunday Night Football. Sunday night. Well, listen, we got another banger for our Sunday Night Football game. You got the Chiefs hosting the Lions.
That's actually going to be a good one.
Yeah, and the Chiefs, with a 2-3 record, are favored in this game at home with a 1.5, which is just Vegas nicely trying to say that the Lions might win. And that over-under is at 49.5 points. I don't expect any defense to really show up in this game. There will be a defense probably in the first quarter a little bit, but I think it's sort of going to be shooting. You're looking at the Lions, who's the number one offense pretty much as of right now. They've been electrifying. After week one, everyone's like, is the magic on? Can he do it? Hell yeah, they can. And they've been proven week after week. So they're top three in every aspect pretty much. Meanwhile, you got Kansas City's been struggling, who's started off 0-2. And this is the first time that Mahomes in 5 weeks of football is not above 500. Like, what they had last year, 2 losses, 3.
I don't look, but this is
so it's insanity for this team, and it's disheartening for them. As much as they're going to want to play, they're going to play again a very tough Lions team. Lions to win this game. Yeah, they're going to cover that 1.5 because they're going to win this game. And with the over under, I'm taking the over because even if the Chiefs only put up 21 points, guess what? Dan Campbell will not let off the gas and keep that going. There's some games because he's a top 3 scoring defense. There's some games he just does not let off the gas, and he'll put this over almost himself. Well, not Dan Campbell himself, but yeah.
Yeah. It's I still don't know what to think of the Lions. I know like people think they're like the best team in football right now. I don't know. I just something tells me that this is not going to work out well in the end for the Lions. Maybe it's just the fact that it never works out for the Lions. I just feel like this is their high part of the season for them, and things are going to start going down. But I do think they win this game. It's going to be close, but spread's nothing. So I'll give the Lions the win. I'll give them the spread pick. I'll give them the over. So
Nice.
Next up, we got the Bills at the Falcons here, guys. So before I do that, though, real quick, the chipmunk talk here, you guys. This is not a chipmunk. This is Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's. They don't have those in Jersey, I know, but you need to go to a Buc-ee's next time you go to a road trip where they actually have these. It is the best gas station stop ever. It is a cultural icon here in the South. Buc-ee's. So, Bills.
Yeah.
It is. It's really good. Bills and Falcons here. So, listen, this is one of those games that it wouldn't shock me if all of a sudden the Falcons, because they crushed the last game there. I wouldn't watch them like do something crazy again potentially, but the Bills are clearly the better team. So, yeah, I'm going to say Bills win. Bills cover a 3.5 point spread. That's nothing. And the over under on it is 48.5. I'm going to say over. I think there's going to be a ton of points.
Yeah. I agree with you on this one. The Falcons they've been up and down all year long. They kind of look similar to kind of like Green Bay did with Bob's rookie year. It depends how Penix looks going into the game and how they finish out the game. And yeah, they were on a bye last week. With prior to that, yeah, they put up 35 points, some of that. But what did they do the week before? 3 when they got shut out. They got shut out by the Panthers. Meanwhile, the Bills have been talked about being one of the best teams in the NFL. And what happened last week? They lost. This is the first time in the NFL in I think 15 years in that ballpark that by week 6 there's no undefeated team. And the Bills are going to look for blood. They're going to be like Rambo. Come back. And they're going to go out there and try to slaughter this Falcons team, which is a very good team. But
Murdoch.
I'm going to slice up that secondary. As Josh Allen's putting up his red bandana.
Gotta have the red bandana.
Yeah.
I think
the Bills.
I think that problem is that Josh Allen is like 2 feet too tall to be Sylvester Stallone at this point.
Maybe a little taller. Yeah, so I'm in total agreement with you. Bills cover this. Even if they're 5-point favorites, I probably would take them in this game. And yeah, there's going to be some scoring in this game, so I'm taking the over. It's going to be fun.
We got a second Monday night game, guys.
We do, and it should be lunchtime. It should be fun here.
I don't know why they do this all the time now.
Well, it's not a double header because it's not at the same time. It's like that stagway, what they call it.
They have more games on it at Monday Night Football than they have at 4:05.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Guys, NFL, if you're listening, Sunday, fun day. Monday night, I need to go to work the next day. I can't be staying up to midnight watching the games. I mean, granted, I do because I had a podcast, but that's besides the point. Anyway, you got the Bears going into DC playing the Commanders. You got the battle of the first 2 draft picks last year. Interesting. Which team's going to say who's better?
I think
the Commanders. I think we know. The Commanders are favored by 3.5 points with an over/under at 50.5 points. What happened in defense here, guys? Jeez. Yeah, Commanders are a much better team. They got Daniels playing this game starting. Cleveland's looking better. Yeah, much, much better. Look a little healthier. So, yeah, Commanders win. But I do think the Bears will come here. Yeah, Bears will probably lose by 3. I think they'll play this a little close because, yeah, Cleve has been playing some good football, putting some points up there. He's also playing a pretty decent defense. So I do think it's going to be not that high score of a game. So I'm going to take it in the under. Hey, should watch out say that.
I'm in agreement with you on almost everything, except I think the Commanders are going to just really destroy the Bears in this game. And I think the spread won't be an issue. So I got Commanders, and under.
Oh, these Commanders.
Oh, yes. See if they start commanding things or not. So
thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the Goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm